We have pre-service chemistry teacher training is given by universities since 1983 in Turkey. There are 13 universities in the country that train chemistry teachers. The history of chemistry teaching programs in Turkey can be traced back to mid-1940s. These programs were in the form of science teacher programs at the departments of physics, chemistry, biology at the institutes of education. When we come to chemistry teachers' initial training, in 1997, the program for training chemistry teachers, which was a 4-year one, was extended to last 1 more year, which is 5 years, and they started to admit students at a non-thesis master's program. A Bachelor of Chemistry from the Faculty of Science can also become a chemistry teacher by attending a non-thesis master's degree program at a university specified by the Council of Higher Education. When we summarize the situation, we have 2 options to become a chemistry teacher in Turkey. One is graduate from a department of chemistry teaching, which are in faculties of education. And the other option is graduate from the department of chemistry from a faculty of science, which is 4 years. Then attend to pedagogical formation program, get a certificate, which is 1 year. After getting the graduate degree and pedagogical formation certificate, teachers also have to take a national examination, which is very competitive. After the university, we have a national exam for becoming a teacher, which is very competitive. This examination contains questions about general culture, field knowledge, which is chemistry, and educational sciences, pedagogy. Unfortunately, there is no measure for verbal and communicative abilities of candidate teachers. The examination is only based on test questions, so we do not have an examination or measures to evaluate the teachers' communicative skills. So sometimes we have lower communicative skills teachers because they study test questions and be successful at the examination. When we come to in-service training, according to the laws, Turkish teachers should attend in-service training programs in order to continue their professional development. In-service training activities are planned and carried out by Department of In-Service Training in the Ministry of Education. We have a centralized system in Turkey, and Central Ministry of Education has a department on in-service training. In-service training activities used to be conducted only at the national level until 1993, but these courses were very inadequate in terms of quality and quantity because we have many teachers and they are inadequate as the quantity when it was at the national level. Ministry of National Education decided to share its authority with local education directorates in order to enhance the incentive-based training programs and professional development of teachers. So, Department of In-Service Training gave local national educational directorates authority and responsibility to plan and conduct in-service training according to their own needs. Since 1994, National Education Directorates in all provinces and cities of Turkey have prepared their own annual in-service training plans, and they can conduct activities using their own resources. Since the change, there has been a significant increase in the number of participants in in-service training courses. Departments of in-service training at the national and local levels we do not have professional staff for planning or giving in-service training. There is virtually no systematic in-service training program for teachers according to their years of experience. For example, when I see the Japanese example, they have a systematic in-service training program for the years of teachers. For example, in the first year of the profession, they give training. At 5 years, 10th year, when the teacher comes to 5th year, 10th year, they get a specific training course for their years of experience. It's systematic and it's given to all teachers. In Turkey, we do not have such a system based on the years of experience. The only program is the internship training. In the first year of the profession, they have accepted as intern teachers and they take a special training course along the year. There are 7 in-service training institutes throughout the country that are officially connected to the Central National Department of In-Service Training. These institutes are in different cities and regions. And they have useful facilities for accommodation and the rooms, classrooms, the facilities for the in-service training courses. The activities and courses that are conducted centrally by the national department are generally executed in these institutes, which provide accommodation for all participants. When we come to discussion and suggestions for the in-service, for the initial teacher training, after the national selection examination, there has been a significant increase in the quality of teachers. For 10 years we have this examination. Before that there was no examination. After this examination the quality of teachers increased, but measures to evaluate the verbal and communicative skills of teachers should be considered for entrance to the profession. For in-service training, ICT is used for teacher training, and teachers can benefit from qualified experts by distance education. The ministry has many facilities for distance education in schools and in the central ministry, so they give sometimes distance education. On the other hand, it's very important to take teachers' opinions for their own professional development into consideration, because when the educational managers plan the in-service training for them, they do not ask for the teachers. If the teachers are asked about their own professional development, it would be better to give good in-service training for them. A study by Karakaya in Turkey has suggested that Turkish teachers tend to identify themselves as bureaucrats and focus on adhering to the rules and regulations stipulated by central governments, rather than seeing themselves as autonomous professionals and focusing on professional development. So they would like to be asked about their professional development and their professional development needs, in-service training needs. Giving the teachers the opportunities to guide their own professional development in a flexible system will enhance their professional approach and willingness to participate in in-service training activities. Any professional staff who are experienced in teaching and general educational issues should be employed in in-service training departments at the national and local level in order to plan and organize the activities better. Because employing professional staff will also be useful in identifying real needs of students in service training. Scientific research instruments should be used in assessing the needs of teachers in service training. Cooperation with universities will be helpful in the determination of teachers' needs. Many research also suggests that teachers generally lack a professional tradition of sharing expertise and are often reluctant to articulate professional knowledge. Collaborative and interactive training activities are generally neglected in Turkey. On the other hand, communication among teachers is a major vehicle for fostering teacher professional development, and teachers learn more from each other than from an authorized person such as a content expert or education specialist. And the peer teaching and teachers sharing ideas with each other is more productive than the other experts telling them the issue. At the school level, rather than outside in-service sessions, teachers appreciate more content-specific opportunities where they learn from and share with each other. In this respect, chemistry is all-around network project is a very useful and good example of a platform that teachers come together to discuss teaching resources, training materials, and etc., publications, papers. So this is a platform for teachers to share expertise and experiences. Also, in-service training activities in Turkey generally do not have any provision for feedback, and after training, feedback is neglected as well. For example, an expert tells and explains about some issues, but after that teachers, when in their classroom they practice the situation, they do not feedback to each other and the experts. Duke argued when a training activity or a presentation is followed by opportunities for practice and feedback, it will result in the best involvement by the teacher. Meanwhile, information technology is also an extremely useful tool for feedback if it is used in a systematic and effective way. Also, chemistry is all-around network project present a very useful platform for teachers to give feedback to each other when they use training materials, ICT-based resources and publications. On the site, they can give feedback to each other and they can share ideas about the teaching resources they use in the different student levels. Thank you for attention.